Hi guys, Pudn here. Welcome back to another episode of Forza Motorsport on my channel. Okay, I'll just give you some information on the car. The 2018 Saleen S1, abbreviated as Saleen S1 18, is a rear-wheel drive supercar by Saleen, also known as a two-seater entry-level sports car manufactured by Saleen, now under Chinese ownership. This is the first car developed by Saleen since the discontinuation of the S7 in 2009. It is powered by a 2.5 litre turbocharged inline-4 through a 6-speed manual. Production is intended to be 1,500 cars per year with a starting price of $100,000 each. Basically 465 brake horsepower with 340 kilowatts, 600 pounds-foot of torque with 813 newton meters, mid-engined rear-wheel drive 6-speed transmission, 2,685 pounds, 1,218 kilograms. Okay, that's the information on the car. The race today is I think it was a 20-minute race round the full circuit of Mugello. Timed race, multi-car race obviously. So we've got 3 car classes in this one. I started, I think it was 3rd on the grid. I can't remember if I actually qualified or not. I think I did. I mean, this was recorded quite a while back. Anyway, I'll just give you some more information on the race. I've only done one insert this time on the video overview. I do stand corrected. It was actually a 15.5-minute race with a pit stop included. So, as you can see, got a great start up into the first corner. The guy in front, PRM Stu and PRM Roberto, I presume they were friends or racing a racing club of sorts. I think one's in a Mazda, the other one is in it's actually the same car as mine, a Saleen, without the custom paint of course on the tune. Those guys were very quick, a lot quicker than me anyway, as they positioned 1st and 2nd on the grid. But just like I say, as I always do, get into a nice little rhythm. There's a lot of cars going off at the beginning. I mean, people seem to think that as soon as you get out within the first corner that the car's going to be up to race pace. And as you can see there, I already made a mistake. But the way I see it is that, you know, you should never give up, regardless of how many mistakes you make. And I do actually make quite a lot in this because I'm not invincible or impervious to doing mistakes myself anyway. Anyway, down to 5th position, not the end of the world. I do know there's plenty of time to get back on, get up into a podium. That was my main focus, to just basically finish hopefully where I started, and any more than that would have been a big bonus for me. So we're just coming round to the couple of last corners now to start the lap 2. As you know, back markers are always an issue when you're doing multi-car classes. Up on the inside of this classic, does look like the old E-Type Jag, but it's more likely an old Porsche of sorts. Anyway, got hit by him, went off again. So that's basically the 2nd time I've been gone off the track within the first lap, which isn't good. Down to 7th place. The guy on 1st position has already got nearly a 12-second lead. So up on the inside now of this Porsche. There was a guy in another Porsche on the inside, thank God was invisible, so didn't make any contact with him. So back up into 6th position now. I did actually start on the medium compounds. It did work out about 7 or 8 laps of fuel. Went a bit hot on there, turn 1. It was totally my mistake. I should have just left it, and did make another mistake here on turn 2. Tried to get it quite tight on the inside, but I ended up getting hit by the guy in the other class, so that slowed me down a few more seconds. So now into 6th position, which wasn't the best, as I said, but I do realise that there's plenty of time to get back into this race, so it's just basically just getting my head down and just concentrating and just trying to stay on the track. So don't forget guys, if you do like my content, do please consider subscribing, because it does actually help me and the channel grow, and also a thumbs up and a notification bell, and therefore when I do post a new video you will get a little notification to let you know I've got new content for you to watch if you so desire to do that. So anyway, on 2nd lap now, in 6th position, 15.8 seconds behind the race leader. I do like multi-car class because it does actually bring a different dynamic into racing, because everyone is, as you've already noticed, jostling for positions. You don't know who's who apart from the group you're racing in. You seem to be more fixed on where you are on the track than what the other cars are doing, but it does make it a lot more enjoyable as a car racer taking part, because you know, you've got to navigate the other cars. Don't forget, guys, I have actually posted a video of multi-car racing on this channel before, and if you are so interested on watching that, I will leave a link in the description of the video for you to watch. It will also be in my playlist. So coming round to the start of lap 3, we've got a couple of cars, as you can see, all over the track. We've got a GT40 there, we've got this classic Porsche in front, I think that is there. I'm trying to catch a guy called Blue Bunny, and this is this guy in the classic, it's either classic Porsche, classic Ford, or whatever the two. He's making a slight little contact there with me, and another one there. I wasn't trying to be aggressive at all, I was just trying to pass him clean, but he was actually weaving all over the track. I don't know if he's struggling for grip due to the assists, if he's running any or not, or maybe preferably the tyre compound. Maybe he's gone off the track a few times because he did have a big gap on me at that time when I hit him, sorry, when I went off the last time, as you did see in the previous lap. So coming round next couple of corners now, just trying to stay on the track. There seems to be a lot of people seem to be struggling for that very same reason. This guy here called T-Man Finn, he was racing for position, and as you can see on the video on the right hand side, you can see how close he is to me now. We've got a couple of cars jostling for position as well, but just trying to stay out of a contact with anyone, stay out of danger, and just get those laps knocked in. Also keeping an eye on the fuel and the tyre degradation. As you can see in the graphic next to the speedometer, you'll notice that we are down to about maybe 15-20% of degradation on the tyres. I'm expecting the medium tyres to go off maybe towards the end of the race. I've got a nice little run there now on this Blue Bunny guy. He did make a mistake on a back marker, so I thought make the effort of making a move. I did run a bit wide myself, so he's up on the inside of me again. Credit to Blue Bunny, give me a good clean race hopefully. He did end up blocking me there, not sure why, but anyway, I did slow down a little bit, go on the inside. I know that I've got just as enough speed as he has in the straight line. Both cars are very quick, as you can see in the replay. And what does he do? He brakes way too late on turn 1 and gives me the opportunity to go up on the inside of him. So we're now back up into 4th position, and the key is now to knock down the 12.3 seconds to Ganjaman. Not sure what car he's driving, but we will be able to find that out at the end at the race results, unless I know specifically what car it is. So as you know, in front we've got another back marker. What's his name? DZ RAW. Just trying to get past him as quickly, as cleanly as possible, not make any contact, not get any penalties. PRM Stu is currently 28 seconds ahead, and he has actually got a slight penalty, could have been due to contact. Stewards have not actually given me any penalties as yet, which credit to them. I did make a few mistakes myself, and a few by other drivers, so broke a bit late there on that corner, got up at the inside of him nice and clean. You've still got Blue Bunny chasing me, he's only 1.1 seconds behind me. I do know that car's very quick on a straight line. But this car I've done is a little tune I did myself. Nothing major, just basically played about with the gear ratios, front anti-roll bars, springs, and brake bias, which basically is quite a lot if you think about it in a car. And also the force feedback, I do notice if you can turn that down, and also the steering percentage, it does actually help with the control of the car, gives you a bit more responsiveness, if that's such a word, a bit more response in the turning of the car. It does actually help you in the corners and helps you feel the car a bit more. I have actually been practicing without assists the last couple of days, so I'm hopefully going to be doing some new videos on my channel which won't include the assists, so that should be fun. But I know it can be quite unforgiving if you do make a mistake. I seem to find that I'm not running the ABS and the stability traction management, just the traction control due to the tyre spinning can be quite ferocious, especially with the high-end cars. I would say anything above A class is a bit more of a tricky to race without assists. Anyway, but that's only me anyway, but I am, you know, practicing to hopefully make me a quicker driver. So we still got a 13.9 second lead to Ganjiman. He's actually got a slight penalty of 0.06 miles, which can't see maybe not even maybe a couple of tenths in time. Not actually sure. We've only got 6 minutes left now, so I'm expecting to come in the pits. We've got just, I would say, about 50% tyre deg on the front two, the rear two maybe about 60%. I think primarily this car is a rear-wheel drive car, so you would think it's actually would be using more tyre life on the rears than actually the front, but maybe it's just my driving style, because I have noticed I'm quite aggressive. Just trying to calm that down a bit, be a bit more fluid, a bit more seamless, but I think that just comes with time. Anyway, we've got a couple of cars here in the lower car class. Just want to get past these guys as quickly as possible, hopefully not make any contact with them guys to ruin their race, because these guys are racing for position for the podium between first and second. I'm just going to cut up in the inside now between these two cars now, go into the pit lane and get the Saleen guys to give me a set of softs with the lowest amount of fuel in the car. Doesn't need any topping up because I did fill it up for the full duration. So a set of softs. Saleen team got me out just under 2.5 seconds, which is good for those guys. So back out now, and looking at the time, we've only got 5 minutes left, so this should be interesting. Like I said before in my previous videos, I've had to do a lot of editing with regards to the pit. The replays don't seem to sync with the pits. There seems to be a delay. The devs need to fix that because it is extremely annoying. But anyway, just one of my gripes. I mean, you don't get that on Gran Turismo. I don't even know why there is a lag or a delay. It's really strange on my part. Anyway, and also the loading screens, guys. I don't know if you ever noticed, even playing single player, the loading screens could be maybe 1-2 minutes long. I just don't get it at all. I mean, the game's over a year old. You just need to get a grip on these little nuances that really do bug the hell out of me. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys, if you've got any gripes yourself about the game. I honestly think by a year now down the line, you think they'd have all these little bugs ironed out, but I just seem to think that they're more focused on adding content continuously, more cars and more challenges, time attack modes, things like that. They just need to address the basics, the fundamental basics of the game, in my opinion, and then build on what extra content that you want to put in, because it's not a finished article and it's quite clear to me, that anyway, that may be for another video. So we've got now down Blue Bunny, used a guy in the classic Porsche. Could be a Porsche, could be a Ford, who knows, we'll find out at the end. Like I said, he's got a 8-second lead. I don't think that guy's actually pitted as yet, and I don't know what's happened to PRM Stu, who was currently leading the race. We've only got 3 minutes to go, and I think Blue Bunny is just gone into the pits. Yep, he has. So not sure what happened to the guy who's in Ganjiman. Was actually the guy in 3rd place. So PRM Stu, something's happened to him. So we're actually up into a podium position, which due to the beginning of the race, that was my total objective, to get a podium back, due to the mistakes that I made. Like I said, if you do go off in a race, don't just tab out or rage quit. Just get back on that track. I mean, even if you're not in the race itself, it's still going to give you practice. It's still going to give you time on the track, and it's also going to give you XP and credits, so you can make the car better if it's not performing to your standards or your tune. You've got that extra bit of time on the track. It's still going to level you up as well. Oh, just one final thing. I did notice I have actually put a post on one of the official forums about the game itself. It's not actually giving you the credits for every time you level up. I'm actually getting close to nearly rank 200 now, and I've not actually been given any money for every rank that I've earned, and I've worked it out. The game nearly owes me nearly 750,000 credits, because I think it roughly works out about 35,000 credits for every rank that you make. But anyway, hopefully they can fix that with an update, but you know, who knows what Turn 10 are up to. They seem to be, like I said, more focused on adding content than fixing the fundamentals of the game. Anyway, back to the end of the race. We've got 1 minute 27 to go. We're up on another lower class car, coming up on the inside. Ganjiman's way ahead. He's got a 37-second lead. I don't know if those two guys started on hard tyres and just went out for the full stint with a full tank of gas, and knowing that they are quick anyway, just to stay out for the whole duration. And we're just coming up, I would say, to the end of this lap. This will be the last lap. Not actually sure if I'm going to get round to the end of the lap. But anyway, we got back to where we started from by the 3 really bad mistakes that we did make. The guys are telling me in the garage that I've only got 1 lap of fuel left, which is fine by me. We've only got 40 seconds left on the track. Excuse me. So I'm quite happy with the overall outcome of the race, even though mistakes were made, but very enjoyable. Mugello is definitely one of my favourites. I do apologise on the replay, the controller was disconnected at the time of recording, but I just had to basically just turn the controller back on for the replay. It will go off in a second. Like I say, apologies again for that. So coming around now for the last 10 seconds now, Ganjiman and PRM Roberto, well deserved first and second place. Great for them. I'm well and truly overjoyed with another podium to add to my record. Not many podiums anyway, but very enjoyable. Just give you a little insight onto the finish times. 1:55s we were doing, me and Ganjiman. PRM Roberto did a 52, which is insanely quick. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I do appreciate all your support, and don't forget, if you do like my content, do please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. New content hopefully coming every week. I hope you enjoyed this one, and thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.